Blessed good day to you, son of God, your daughter of God. Welcome to MissTamaree Daily Mood. I'm here with another word, guys. And today Daily Mood topic is God iron up the army. That's our mood topic for tonight. Right? Yes. Beloved, I don't know who you are that click on this video. I don't know who you are that watching me right now, beloved. But God is strategically ironing up his army and place his heavenly house of armies, in our nation, in our world, right? Yes, guys, God is like moving, tremendously in our world. He's flipping up a whole lot of things. He's turning over the tables. He's turning over the chairs. He's just switching up strategically a lot of things in our world today, beloved. God is moving amazingly on the face of the earth. And it make no sense, guys. You live in fear of the changes that is taking place because fear is not of the Lord. And if you're that person and you're living in fear because of what is taking place on the earth, the changes that is taking place, and you're wondering and thinking, wow, this is happening, that is happening, guys, God is moving. God is rearranging. God is constructing a lot of things in our life and in our countries and in the world in general, beloved. Right? Yes. So what I mean by God is ironing up his army. Well, beloved, let me tell you. This is a quick testimony. My son was playing with two toys. He was playing with a Spider-Man toy and a Batman toy, and he was there, wrestling the two toys together, and he was saying, iron up the army, iron up the army. So at the same time, the Holy Spirit led me to hear that, right, guys, what he was saying, and at the same time, the Holy Spirit clinged to me and said, Tamaree, I am ironing up my army, and I'm going to move strategically in the season. Right? Yes, and I was like, God, what do you mean? He was saying, Tamaree, in the world, what you see happening in the world, it's not for us to be fearful of it, of the changes that is taking place. But it's for us to fix our eyes on him, to focus on God and focus on the things more of God. Right? So I don't know who you are that watching me right now, but beloved, things that are taking place all around you, things that are taking place in your personal life, in your countries, it's not for you to fear, beloved, but it's for you to have more hope in God, because your future belongs to God, beloved. Your future is in God's hand. Your journey of life is in God's hands, so no need for you to fear the rapid changes that is taking place in your nations, in your country, and in this world, beloved. Because God is gathering up his remnant. God is gathering up his heavenly house of bodies, beloved, and strategically placing them in different areas of our nation and of our countries and in the world in general, beloved. So no need for you to live in fear, but, receive the change, beloved, and accept the changes that is taking place. Because changes is definitely good, and we do need change in our world, in our countries, and in our personal life, beloved. We really need change in our lives, beloved. And that is what God is doing in this season, in this time, beloved. God is moving strategically, left, right, and center, beloved, in all aspects of our life, beloved. In our societies, in our governments, in our nation, in our personal life. God run things, beloved. God run things. The great I am run things. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob run things, beloved. So my son playing with those two toys, beloved, you know that this world is of good and bad, bad and good, evil and good, beloved. So God is gathering up his armies, his heavenly armies, and moving strategically, beloved, in this season, in this time, beloved. What I mean by that? Well, according to 1 Samuel 17 verse 45, that's 1 Samuel 17 verse 45, and it says, David said to the Philistine, you come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. So what the scripture is saying to us in 1 Samuel verse 17 verse 45, what is the scripture saying to you as a man who's watching me right now, and you as a woman who's watching me right now, and it also goes for me too? It is telling us, beloved, that whatever we are seeing taking place on the earth, it is to glorify God. It is for the glory of God, beloved. Not for us, but for God himself, beloved. And what God is doing right now on the face of the earth, beloved, is moving strategically, doing wonderful things in our life, just like, David and the Philistine, right? And Goliath. So David was such a small person, guys, right? Very tiny, right? Guy, young adult, right? And he was faced with an army of Philistine and a big, humongous giant, Goliath, beloved. And they had javelin, spears, all the warrior equipment they had. They had all the weapons, you name it, they had it. David did not have any weapon, beloved. No, David did not have any weapon. What David had was God of Israel by his side, beloved, and just a little stone and a slingshot. So what is the scripture saying to us in 1 Samuel verse 17, verse 45? It is telling us, beloved, that even though David was small and he was faced with Goliath and the Philistines, beloved, the armies of the Philistine, he had no fear. He trusted God. He relied on God, beloved. Likewise, we in society, no matter how many Philistines want to march against us, no matter how many, humongous giant want to come against us, beloved, we don't need no GUN, no KNIFE. We don't need no spear. We don't need no javelin. We don't need no sword, beloved. We don't need no weapon, beloved. All we need is to trust in God, rely on God, and fix our focus on God, beloved. And no matter how many Philistines coming after you left, right, and center, just trust God, beloved, and keep on praying, keep on sending up them prayers to the throne of God, beloved. No, do not give up on your prayer life to God, beloved. Be like David, who did not need no GUN, no KNIFE, no javelin, no spears, no weapon, no tool, beloved. But trust in God and hope in God and rely on God, beloved. Because the Philistines, you don't need to fight no battles with no Philistine, beloved. All you need to do is pray. You don't need to fight no giant, beloved. All you need to do is pray, beloved. Prayer rearrange a lot of things. Prayer change up the atmosphere. Prayer shift and push back things, beloved. Because God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is working tremendously in our daily life, beloved. Especially when you keep your prayer life active, and when you have hope, and when you have faith in God, and when you're a person and you rely on God. What? God move any mountains out of your way, beloved. He did it for our ancestors, beloved. And likewise, you need to believe that he will do it for you and your families, beloved. Because the Philistines will not overpower you. The Philistines have no power, even though they had, the javelin and the spears and the many armies of weaponry, beloved. They had no chance against David, beloved, because David trusts God. David had the great I am by his side, beloved. And when you're a person, when you're a man of God and a woman of God, and you have the great I am by your side, beloved, when you have your ancestors, right, God by your side, beloved, who am I talking to in the name of Jesus? When you have the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob by your side, beloved, you need not to fear, but have hope and faith and trust in your life journey, beloved. Because no matter how big the armies of the Philistine is, they can't touch you. No, they can't touch you, beloved. Because you're not trusting in mere men and mere women, but you're trusting in the Almighty, the great I am, the God of your ancestors, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is who you're supposed to put your trust and your faith in and your hope in, beloved, in this season, in this time, beloved. So I don't know who this message is going to resonate with. Just know, my beloved, that God is moving strategically in your personal life and in your countries. Wherever you are and you're watching me, God is moving strategically in your countries, beloved, and in the world. So the changes that is taking place, don't walk in fear. Don't live your life in fear, beloved. Changes are good. And things have to take place on the earth in order for things to be constructed, for things to be rearranged, beloved. Right? Yes, beloved. So have no fear, but have hope and be brave and strong like David, beloved. Right? Trust God like David, beloved. Because the Philistine will not overpower you. You got the power, beloved. You have the authority, beloved. All right? Yes. So read this wonderful scriptures of 1 Samuel 17, verse 45. Meditate on that scripture and apply it in your daily life, beloved. All right? Yes, because let me tell you, this is a very powerful scripture, 1 Samuel 17, verse 45. Right? Yes. It says, David said to the Philistine, you come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel. That's what David said to the Philistine, to Goliath and the Philistine. That you come against me with your gun, your knife, and all your weaponry. But I come in the name of the Lord of my ancestors, the great I am. Beloved. So when the Philistines, beloved, your enemies come against you, beloved, just let them know that your God will deal with them. Let them know that you come with authority in the name of the Lord of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the great I am, beloved. Let them know who you are, beloved. That you come with no gun, you come with no knife, but you only come in the name of the living God, the God of our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I don't know who you are that watching me right now, beloved. I don't know where you are in the world and you're watching me today. But know this, beloved. Do not live your life in fear. Fear is not of the Lord. The enemy only driving fear into you. And that's why you need to fix your focus on God and let your hope be in God. Rely on God in this season, beloved, because God never failed. No, and He is not going to fail you, none at all, beloved. No. So no matter what you're seeing happening in your countries, left, right, and center, changes are coming, beloved. God is moving strategically in this season, in this time, beloved. All right? Trust your journey with God. I pray you have a blessed and a wonderful day. One love. Thank you.